Hello, boys and girls, and those who sexually identify as a bar of soap. It is I, Mr. Dapperton, and today we're going to talk about why communism doesn't work. So let's start from the beginning, I suppose. If you go into the woods and try to live in nature without working, you are most certainly going to die. So, by essence, by default, nature is oppressive and requires one to work to survive. If you don't work, you die. This is true in all systems, even capitalism. This is an unshakable reality in all political systems. But people think this is the fault of capitalism, and capitalism alone. It is not. There is no changing this without creating a disastrous, self-destructive system. Any political system that says you don't have to work is a self-destructive and most certainly going to end up killing you. Even communism, an evil, destructive system without money or hierarchy, is the same way. Even worse, in fact. Because under communism, you don't just work to survive. Even worse, you work to die, painfully, of starvation. In all systems, there is one system where you can reach wealth far beyond one's living needs. Being rich and prosperous is a product of capitalism, and capitalism alone. Capitalism is wealth, whereas every other system is just leeching off that wealth. Please get over the fact you have to work to survive, because food doesn't gather or make itself. Houses don't build themselves. If you want the community to contribute to you, you have to contribute back. If anyone could live off society and not work and take what they want from that society and take as much free stuff as they basically want, well, that society would soon perish to impoverishment because nothing would get done. Everybody would just leech off the system until there was nothing left. I think this concept is rather simple. No one is a slave. No one is going to work for you for free. People own themselves. That's all capitalism is. The guarantee that at the end of the day, you own yourself. Voluntary transactions. There's nothing evil about voluntary trading. Funny enough, leftists in general don't hate capitalism. They often point at government mistakes interfering with capitalism and blatantly blame capitalism for government mistakes. In fact, I'm not sure if you've ever seen those videos where they're like, capitalism's killed 1 billion people, and all their statistics point to government killing people. Like, it's all government stuff. None of it has to do with capitalism whatsoever, just proving that they really hate government, not capitalism. They're just too ignorant to know. So they call for more government, the very thing they actually hate the product of. And the problem doesn't just end at communism either. The problem is socialism as well. Socialism redistributes wealth. It's in itself a leech, a parasite, makes no money of its own. It requires capitalism and the worker to sustain itself. Any and all government systems require taxpayers and suckling at the teat of the taxpayer. Again, the only system that truly makes wealth is capitalism. Communism and socialism can only create poverty and steal from the taxpayer. Anyways, did you hear what happened this month? The Anarchist Coffee Shop, a coffee shop that is politically aligned with certain people who gave them an astonishing 6 months rent free. And this communist coffee shop decided to let people pay what they want for their drip coffee. And they also sold radical communist anti-capitalist books at wholesale prices, but skyrocketed the prices of pastries and other drinks that weren't the drip coffee. Most people found the store to be hypocritical, being an anti-capitalist shop, but charging ridiculous prices for product. And people also found it very hilarious, even with the 6 months free rent that they got for being politically leftist. The next 6 months, they struggled to remain open. Yeah, that's right. They went bankrupt. Big surprise, right? It's like seeing communism in action. This kind of reminds me of the problem with communism in general. If the citizens of the society don't have to put any capital or labor into the society, and it can just take as much out of the society as they want, free food, free shelter, the society is going to end up impoverished and poor, and people are going to die. Everybody is probably going to die. Communism doesn't work because what makes a society function is hard work from the individual, blood, sweat, and tears. If you have a society like communism, for example, you don't get a lot of workers. You instead get a lot of leeches and parasites. And the workers, metaphorically and even literally, die from these parasites leeching from these providers until the providers eventually die of impoverishment. What's funny is the owner of Communist Coffee Shop said business was a success, proving that failure is what communism is designed to achieve by default. If you like this video, please do me a solid and hit that like button, subscribe button, but most importantly, hit the bell button for notifications for my next upload. A lot of people aren't seeing my videos, so I would really like you to hit that notifications button. I'd really like people to see my newest videos and I start getting views again. That would be excellent. Please do so. Hit the bell button for notifications. Thank you for watching. Bye.